Haha! Take that, ugly! Ooh, sneaky spitter. And again. Ah, I love this game. Hey guys. Yes, it's true. I love Skyrim, and I started playing it again for maybe the 10th time a few weeks back. And a couple of days after that, I saw this and I thought that would make a nice Skyrim-inspired pendant. I turned as usual to Fusion 360 and got to work forming a basic shield design. The obvious choice was to place the shield in the background and use it as a guide. I decided to work in two main layers, the wooden planking and the metalwork. You'll see why in a moment. Actually, this is a good opportunity for a tip. Someone asked me a few days ago about exporting an STL file from Fusion. And yes, this is easily possible via export and selecting STL. But personally, I have always found this to be a very slow method, often taking several minutes. A faster way, for me at least, is to 3D print the file. With this option, Fusion exports the file very quickly to Cura, a free 3D slicing software. Again, choosing export as STL here, the file gets converted much quicker. Yes, it's an extra step, but it's very simple and it will save you a heap of time. Once more, I export the STL file using the 3D printing method. But let's be honest here, this shield looks a little bit too clean. I want something a bit more battered, something that's actually seen action. To achieve that, I turn to ZBrush, which is definitely becoming my favourite sculpting software. It's not free, but it does a very good job and it's worth the investment if you're serious about CAD work. But if you fancy free, and who doesn't, Blender is an excellent free choice. By exporting the wooden planking and the metalwork as separate files, I was able to combine them here in ZBrush while still work on them separately. However, once I'm finished, I can merge the two into one complete file. I reached this point and I was happy enough, but I still wanted to tinker a little bit more. And that led to this very similar design, which I think is a tad more faithful to the Skyrim original. And that meant I had two designs to print. I incorporated a sprue into the print to make casting setup a little bit easier, and got to printing on my Frozen Sonic 4K. I deliberately angled the prints this way. My logic is that any print lines will follow the grain pattern in the wood. This castable resin is a new one for me to try. I'll give it a few more outings before I share my opinions with you. It certainly prints nicely. Here I've experimented. UV curing isn't necessary with this resin, but I've chosen to cure one of them, making it almost transparent, to see if that makes any difference to the outcome. Cured or not, both prints sand nicely. This is the advantage of including the sprue in the print. Again, I'm going to be using the ancient bronze casting grain that I mentioned last week. Those both look pretty promising. Genuinely, I'm not sure if there are any flaws here at all. I guess that's the beauty of these beat up shield designs. I have to admit, I'm delighted with both these castings. I've been able to spot a couple of tiny flaws on both the cured and uncured casting, but so small as to be insignificant, and luckily fitting in quite nicely with the overall shield design. As is usual now, I'll be sharing the STL files I've created for this video with my patrons, adding them to my Patreon download library. It's my way of thanking my patrons for their continued support. I think these are both nice pendants. With a bronze chain or a simple leather cord, I think they both look great. So there you have it, guys, my tribute to Skyrim, a truly fantastic game. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Take care, and thanks for watching.